Okay, so it's Tuesday, July 7th at 5:35 in the morning, and I'm finally getting around to doing this video blog. I've kind of been avoiding doing this video blog for a while because my beginning video blogs I felt like have been really frivolous, and the only thing I talk about is Utah, and I'm not actually talking about my experience out here, which is kind of what the whole point of this thing is. So I thought I would do a blog that discussed more in depth the anyway, I just got a text message at 5:45 in the morning, which is kind of ridiculous. Anyway, so I thought I would talk about the build experience here a little bit, and I talked about that in my last blog, but it was really on the negative side, and I just don't think when I got here I was very prepared, and I didn't feel very prepared, and throughout the whole build experience I just felt really underexperienced, and I guess that's because I am underexperienced to be here, but I'm not going to worry about it because that's over. But that's how I felt, and that's how it happened, and every single day I was learning loads of new things, which is very valuable in itself, and it's a very good thing that I'm learning loads of new things. For example, I think I realize now the importance of taking a few years off of school before you go to grad school, because I've talked to a lot of people who have, and a lot of people who haven't taken years off, and it just seems more advantageous to get that experience because you'll be better prepared. And I almost feel like I'm glad I'm here, and I'm very thankful that I'm here, and I wouldn't change it for anything, but I think I could have been better prepared, you know? But then again, I also feel like this is the right place for me to be right now. Like, this is the right place, I'm at the right place in the right time, and this light's kind of bugging me. But I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time, and that this was a good decision to make, of course. And this is a little pathway for me to jump along in my career. So I think it's a good starting point, I think. So I guess the most I could say is I learned a heck of a lot. I think I have learned more in these past month and a half of building than I did, gosh, since I've probably been sewing. Like, I feel like my sewing knowledge has almost doubled in its capacity, which is very good, I think. It's very good. And I'm starting a new project, and I feel like every time I announce that I'm doing a project on a video blog, it turns into a project that never gets executed. So maybe I shouldn't announce my project until the project gets started. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll wait until I actually start the project. I'm building something, that's all you need to know. And I've ordered fabric, so I better start it, because I've spent a lot of money on this preparation for this project. Another thing I'm learning, well, okay, so now we're in the wardrobe experience, right? We're done with build, and we're into wardrobe, which is a lot of learning, too. A lot of learning. I just got another text message. Okay, there, I just threw the phone. So now it won't ever vibrate at me ever again. Okay, and if it does, I'm not going to get it. So, now that we're in the wardrobe experience, I've learned a lot too, and I've realized that I think I've realized mostly that, as a dresser, okay, let me make myself eloquent for a moment. The biggest thing I've learned so far in wardrobe is exactly what the job is of a dresser. My job as a dresser, first and foremost, is to make sure that the actor is most comfortable so that they can do their job correctly. That's the first thing. The actors should be comfortable and safe. First thing. Second thing is that the design should remain the way it was originally intended and as close to the artistic vision as possible. So we always serve the safety of the actor first, and the comfort of the actor and their performance, and then we serve the design. Because essentially what they're coming to see is the actor's performance. They're not really coming to see the design. And then I've also learned that part of your job as a dresser is to make sure the entire production, not just your actors, the entire production goes smoothly. So you have to make decisions based on the entire production and not just your own little blindsided minded world, which means working as a team. So there are a lot of guidelines. Those are like the three big things. And a lot of guidelines go along with that, like laundry schedules. There were dressing lists. We do swing cards so that if someone has to fill in for us, that's a way of considering. That's a way of teamwork. Doing your swing cards, which is basically all these cards that explain what you do throughout the entire show. As a dresser, it's your script. That's what it is, and you have to create it, and it's very consuming. And I've been doing mine for the past week, and it's been very long, very laborious process. But it's not that much. It's not very laborious when you think about that. I have to do 3 large shows, so I think I'm doing pretty good. But anyway, so I think that's the biggest thing I've learned in wardrobe, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. And I've also learned that a wardrobe head's job is to do just that. Is to make sure all the dressers are doing their jobs, but also to make sure that all the actors can do their jobs. And just to maintain the clothes and take care of the clothes. It sounds really simple, but there are a lot of complex working parts to it. A lot. And what I'm hoping that when I go back to school, I can make some changes in the way that we do wardrobe, because the way that we do wardrobe just is not. Sorry, I'm trying to bend the camera. It's not working very well. But I'm hoping that maybe we can improve the way we do wardrobe, so that the actors are more comfortable and they're more in a professional setting, and that it'll just be good all around. It'll be good for the designers and the actors and the directors and the entire performance in general, and it'll be good for the dressers. It'll be a good experience. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that, because I want to share what I've learned here. What's the point of learning something if you can't share it, right? So, I guess another thing I should talk about are the friendships I've made since I've been here. There are very few people I feel like I'm really friends with here. And I just feel like I meet very few people here who are very clear and very honest. Like, I never know exactly what they're feeling, and I never know exactly what they mean by what they say. I guess I just don't feel like I've met a lot of genuine people. I guess that's a good way to put it. And I think being here has also given me a lot of time to think about my future and think about what I want. And I know since being here that, I'm going to work a few more summers as a stitcher wardrobe, or hopefully I'm going to work myself up to being an assistant designer. I really want an assistant designer, because I really feel like I've learned a great deal about myself as a technician, and I like building things, and I like the technical aspect of costuming, because it's just a new thing, and I love learning new things. You know me. But I'm really called to design. Like, if I stay in costuming, it's going to be in design in the long run. It's going to be design, because I feel like that's what I'm the best at. I'm not bad at technical costuming, but I'm definitely not a prodigy at it. But I have 2 more months here, and I'm very excited about getting back to school, and I really want to get back to school. But I'm not in school, I'm here for 2 more months, and I think I've also realized since I've been here, I knew that I love to learn, but I realize now that it's kind of something I want to do for the rest of my life. I love learning. Which probably means teaching. Which, every time I say teaching, the parents get scared. So. But anyway, so I think I have talked enough on this thing. And I'm going to get off And it's been a very serious vlog, and I'm sorry it wasn't more amusing. Maybe next time I'll do a little dance for you. Make it more amusing. Spice it up a little bit. And I guess I'll talk to you later, and until then, stay away from the stuff under the sink.